Hi there, my name is Kiwani Berkeley. I'm from Trinidad and Tobago in the Caribbean, and today I'll be talking a little bit about the AMP envelope section of your basic synthesizer. I'll be using the subtractor synthesizer to do this demonstration today. First, we'll talk about the switch configuration. The switch configuration is basically attack level at 0, decay at 0, your sustain level at 100%, and your release time at 0%. Now, this would sound similar to an organ, where as you hit a key, the sound is created immediately. As you release that key, the sound stops as quickly as possible or immediately. So let's see how this sounds. Next, we'll talk about the percussion configuration. This is much like a percussive sound that you'll hear in the environment, like a Congo drum or a snare drum. For this configuration, we'll have attack time at 0%, decay time at just about 30%, sustain level at 0%, and release time at 0%. And let's see how this sounds. And even though I hold on a key on my MIDI controller for just about 5 seconds, you'll only hear a quick burst of the sound because the decay time is so short. Next, we'll talk about the damped percussion configuration. And this is something like a piano, where as you hit a key on your piano, the hammer will come down and strike the strings. However, the sound will resonate and fade away over a period of time, even though you're holding the key on your keyboard. So let's see if you could configure our envelope to sound similar to that. We'll have attack time at 0, our decay time at just about 60%, our sustain level at 0, and our release time at about 40%. And let's see how this sounds. I'll hold on a key on my keyboard for just about 5 seconds. And you see there that the sound faded away over a period of time, even though I was holding down the note. Next, we'll talk about the sustain configuration. This could sound something like a bowed instrument, where there's a quick attack time, but a noticeable attack time, that is. Then there's a peak, it decays down to a sustaining level, and then there's a quick roll off at the end when the note is released. So we have attack time, we have a noticeable attack of about 40%, decay time of about just about 45%, our sustain level at 100%, and our release time at just about 40%, 30%. And the tricky thing about this is that the note will last as long as the player holds that note. So that's what we're trying to replicate here. Now let's see how that sounds. Next, we'll talk about the quirk configuration. And as Loudon Stearns mentioned, this was discovered by accident. And there's no real life application for this, but I'm sure that a bunch of musicians who are out there taking this course will be able to find innovative ways to use this configuration. So let's set this up. We'll have attack time at 0, our decay time at just about 40%, sustain level at 0, and a high release time of about 60%. Alright, so now I'm going to hold down a note on my keyboard for just about 3 seconds and you see what happens. And as you saw there, the note decayed or rolled off really quickly. Now I'm going to just hit one note on my keyboard really quickly and see what happens. And that's really strange to me, but what happens there is there's a release time before the decay time ends. So before the note fully decays, there's a release time that allows that note to hang on for a little while. So I hope that I was able to teach you something with this video. I hope that you was able to learn something, and anything that you found that I could have done better or improve on, be sure to let me know. I really look forward to hearing your feedback, and I hope that I could get a good grade.